See
your life.
In the world of love. How are you, Kay?
Yeah. So it's asking me what banners. Hello, darlings. Welcome to tonight's show. Comments. I've got to go to comments. I've got to set myself up here somehow. And hello, Andy Bow. Thanks for joining. Netty, can you do some chatting while I get myself organised? Here, banners.
Oh, I can. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming on. Jeanette and Kay here tonight in replace of Lucia, I believe.
Lucia, the lovely
yes.
Lucia.
Yes, and so we thought we'd come on so that you guys could at least see somebody, albeit it is us. So welcome. Thank you for coming. Kay and I believe, are going to have some conversations around health tonight, good health, good food for health. Kay will correct me if I'm wrong, because we don't get together before coming live. We just tune into each other and move forward. So I'm hoping that that's correct.
Yes, we are being really spontaneous, so spontaneous because it was only 3/4 of an hour, maybe an hour ago that Lucia put out the call. I can't come on tonight. Who would like to come on? And I thought, well, I'm home. I'm on holidays. Geez, you scared me, Jamarie. What did we do? Just
won't be scare you because I'm on.
So and then my Wi-Fi dropped. I'm trying to create the link, and my Wi-Fi dropped out, and I had another live to do. So this is so exciting because I have a beautiful essential oil group with beautiful people who come on board, and I've been going through. I'm going to show people. I just love essential oils, and I love Young Living essential oils particularly. And this is the Advent calendar that I've been going through in these beautiful little things. Oh, I've just noticed something, little photos in here of all our farms. So Young Living has all these beautiful farms around the world. So inside each of these, I've been doing some giveaways because in each day there is a little beautiful gold trinket. And Netty has just won 2 of these trinkets. Not 1, but 2. I can't even remember what you did to win them.
Well, I tuned in and I was listening because you were getting us to guess what might have been in the date of the box, and I correctly guessed 2 because I've been doing a lot of research on Young Living. I can't use oils myself at the moment because my hormones are actually going all silly, willy, wacky. And they're giving me migraines, burning my skin, regardless of carrier oil, that kind of thing. So I've stepped away from using them, but I still always keep my research up to date. So it was so perfectly timed. And yeah, I've just jumped on. I was actually doing something else, and I jumped on and said that I've got some really exciting news tonight. Yes. Did Kay want to jump on with me to share that? And she said, well, actually, you can jump on with me. So I will share that news very soon. Ooh. It's life-changing for myself and my family, and I can't wait to share it with you. But hey, this is Kay's evening, so we'll go back over to Kay now. She's sorted.
It is the season to be jolly. Tra la 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 la
la. I make candles, as people know, and I do, or did, I've stopped doing it all now, but magic boxes and really creating. And I made myself a very special candle because I do witchcraft as well. I do lots of stuff. And I have been trialing new things with my herbs and my witchcraft and my healings, and I made this special thing, and I'm so glad that I took notes, because in the time that I've created this personal candle for myself and put in my intention and all the things that I wanted in that candle, etc., in the last 2 weeks, I think it is, I have been gifted miracles. I'm talking real miracles here. Like good things do happen, but this has been, I mean, I was gifted a brand new washing machine from a woman I've never met in my life because mine broke down. She sent me a message. She said, I heard you were having a bit of a rough go. I'd love to send you something small. Could I have your address? And I talked to this person on Facebook, but I don't know her, never met her. And the next day, a brand new washing machine, front loader washing machine arrived. A very special person actually gifted me something today that I can never repay. I just won 2 charms, and I haven't even finished with what I'm doing with my spell work and that. So I just want people to know that your intentions can really create. And I haven't even finished yet. So I can't wait to see the end result of what I finish, because in the last 3 weeks, for that to happen, now I've always been the giver, always. My whole life I've never received, I've been the giver. But I opened myself up to receive as well. Yeah, but I've worked on myself. As we all know, I work on myself every day. And I knew that was an area that I needed to work on. And boom, I've created, the universe has provided. So I'm just so excited. And the news that I've got to share tonight, which I'm not going to share yet, I'm going to share towards the end, is incredible. And Kay, you don't even know about this. You have no idea. Nobody does.
Netty said to me, "Hop on because I've got some great news to share. Come live with me." And I went, "Yeah, well, I could, but I'm going live. So let's, and we're in sync. So that's really beautiful."
Yep. So this is huge, absolutely huge.
All you lovely people joining us. So hi Shazza, hi Laura. Laura loves oils, and I've just found out how to give people some lovely stars. I don't know what it looks like for people, but I found that out last week, so I'm giving you some blue stars. So when I tuned in tonight at the last minute, because we didn't know that this was happening, actually it's very appropriate because I'm going to dedicate tonight to Lucia. This is usually Lucia's time slot, who's not really feeling well. And we all go through those times that we're not feeling 100%. And what do we do about it? So, I like to think that we have tools, we have knowledge, we come to know our bodies, we explore, we experiment. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. But my motto is that I like to be proactive about my wellness and make decisions that are going to support me. So if you are feeling that you need to be proactive about your wellness, tonight I want to share some oils that a healthy body loves. And involved in that is, and I know Lucia loves Young Living oils as well, so I'm sure she will be at home dousing herself with beautiful oils and taking our beautiful Young Living supplements. We have so many supplements that there's something for everyone and everything to support a healthy body. Now, it doesn't just fall in our laps necessarily, and different people have different times where their health is, needing. I know Netty's going through some things at the moment, and for us to have good health, we've got to process our inner emotions. That's really, really important. We've got to support ourselves with lots of water. And I've just got my drink bottle here because I didn't have time to get my glass before I jumped on board. Everything happened at once. And my Wi-Fi dropped out. So drinking water, I take my water everywhere with where I go with me. And what I put in my water with Young Living, and I haven't got a little bottle here to show you, but I have a little bottle of drops that have essential oils in them, and they support your, and I always get stuck here, they support your, what is it that you run out of when you've overworked your body and you lose
your adrenals? Support your adrenals?
No, there are minerals in them, and when you've been sick, you've had gastro and you lose electrolytes. So there's electrolytes in here and minerals, essential oils, absolutely fantastic. And sometimes I don't feel like just drinking water. So when I put my little drops in this bottle, I'll drink this really easily throughout the day, and I tend to drink more. Oh, aren't you beautiful, Vicky?
Yeah, I read that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, beautiful. Thank you, darling. Hey, Kiora Mama G. And yeah, thanks for all your comments. Keep them coming. Thank you, Donna. Yes, electrolytes. So this is like, it's like flavored water, but you know that it's actually really good for you. So it's a really good thing to do. So that's one thing I do. Then the other thing I do is I will use oils throughout the day, and I put them on my feet. I use oils every day to keep my vibrations high. What does that mean, Nettie, to you, to keep your vibrations high?
Uh,
Well, do you know what I
do
mean
you
when I
know,
say that?
for keeping vibrations high is probably one of the most important components of any kind of health. The reason being is because when our energy levels drop, when our vibration drops, it's very hard to stay on a healthy track. And that's a healthy mindset, healthy food, water, healthy choices, healthy thoughts. So that to me is everything. I actually think that a healthy mindset and keeping your vibration high is what assists you in doing all of the rest that goes with your healthy choices.
Yeah. And part of that is to do that, like, what is it? An emotional detox or emotional releasing, emotional letting go. I've just spent 2 days with the most beautiful people with this gorgeous lady by the name of Dorian, and she sings like an angel. She's and just I just wanted to do the workshop, to be honest, to be in her company, and also to open myself up to it, raise my vibration. But I know that just being in her company raises my vibration, because she is of a high vibration. And watching her channeling in her sound, in her voice, it was called Soul Voice Workshop. And when you come through that innate, inner self that is within us, and when you learn to express that freely, it frees us up to become the best version of who we are. Vicky, you've said, I feel like a wise medicine Indian woman, beautiful in a past life, or if not, you feel that way to you. Thank you so much. That's great. But I wasn't aware of that part of me until my husband left me, gave me the gift of divorce, separation. And at the time, it didn't feel like a gift.
Yeah.
I can assure you. I went to the depths of the compost heap. But I learnt how to come out of that compost heap. And I know that we need to be releasing things all the time. Every day we've got something that might bug us or trigger us. And what are we going to do with that? Are we going to stay in that aggravation, or are we going to release it and let it go and let it move on and let it flow? And when you do that, you open yourself up to things. Shaz is talking about meditation. Hi, Tony. And hello, Carolyn. Yay, thanks for sharing. That's beautiful. We may or may not get down to readings. I don't know. We're on a bit of a roll here tonight, a spontaneous roll, filling in for the lovely Lucia. And I really want to encourage you all to know that you are worth every
Yep.
bit of diamond or gold within your body or your being. It is worth taking the time for yourself to give to yourself. And it's the gift of knowing you're worth it. And sometimes that takes a bit of acknowledging, because we've been living with people who have been putting us down, bashing us up, abusing us on whatever level. I don't want to go into that part of it so much, but all of us have abuse on some levels. One of my memories was of me being a baby in a cot crying, and my mother mustn't have heard me, and I was crying, and I felt that I wasn't being heard. And that stayed with me, obviously, because it was something that was in my consciousness that presented when I was in a session of release and healing. I lit my candle from Netty today. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh, how beautiful. Yay, Tony. Very good. Lovely. So my question to all of you is, do you feel that you are honoring you? And what can you do about that? So Netty, you can tell us give us some of your offerings. What are
Okay,
you?
well, everything you just said is so valid. And look, I don't believe there's anyone on this page. I would be very surprised if there was anyone who even listens to the replay that hasn't had some form of negative in their life, what we would consider negative. And it's all at varying levels. But it's what we do with that, which is what you were saying, Kay. You know, we can either stay stuck down in that mound of mud, or we can start changing our mindset, because I know myself, I'm really working on my health because my hormones are going cray and lots of things are happening. So my health is more, I'm not saying this right, but I'm more aware of my health than I ever have been. Like, I've always looked after myself. I mean, that's part of when I was nursing, obviously, because of people I would nurse, I'd be very aware of what I didn't want to happen to me. So, you know, like, when I have down days, and I have them, a lot of people assume I don't because I always appear happy. I'm not always happy because that would be unrealistic. So on my days when I'm having a down day, I literally have to make myself go and do something, whether that be go for a walk. It can literally be a walk outside for 5 minutes, but I make myself go and get the fresh air. I journal. I put music on. I cook. I call a friend, or, you know, like I'll call Kay, or I'll do something that brings me some form of joy. And journaling is a big thing for me, because when you're eating good, you know, nice healthy greens and you know, making good choices with food, trying to have a salad rather than McDonald's, not judging people who have McDonald's. I'm just saying, if I eat something, a takeaway, I find that I just feel really yuck after. I'm all right while I'm eating it. About 10 minutes later, I can just literally feel my levels go. Whereas if I have a nice, vibrant, healthy salad with avocado and sun-dried tomatoes and all my favourite things in it, my vibe stays high. So we actually get to choose where our vibration stays. And by eating good food, getting your mindset into a good place, because remember Mrs. Judgy I always talk about? Oh, she loves it when we feel yucky. She loves it. Don't put the oils on. There's no need. Don't go for a walk. Sit on the couch. Relax. Get some chocolate. Get some junk food. You'll feel so much better. And you do for a moment until you finish. And then you just, I don't know about you guys, but then I think, why did I eat that? I knew I would feel like crap when I finished eating that. And then I do nothing. So it's about what we want to get out of our day. Realistically, we get that choice. Do you agree, Kay?
Absolutely. And I love it, because when you talk, it triggers something for me. So we have a little oil that's going to support you if you've eaten McDonald's, or if you've eaten something that is triggering an unpleasant response in your tummy, and you're feeling really yuck. I reach for this beautiful oil called Digees. Now, when you feel disturbed, out of balance in the tummy, you can simply, I know somebody who just simply smells it, and that can turn things around. But I actually put it on my tummy, and a lot of us do in Young Living. We know that this is the oil you reach for. So if you do overindulge at Christmas time, or if you have gone out somewhere, eaten something you don't normally eat, you've compromised. And a lot of people, like, I don't usually eat wheat. I don't eat much flour at all. But if I do, it can make me feel bloated. It can make me feel uncomfortable. And Digees is my oil that I reach during those times where I feel, you know, uncomfortable in the tummy. It's also Oh, good on you, Rosie. You ordered some Digees today. Good on you, darling. I hope it gets there by Christmas time. You could be lucky. But it's also a good one to help digest any unresolved things. If you are confused and you want to digest your thoughts, or if you want to process something within yourself, Digees is going to help with that. And on that note, now some of us here, we watch Catherine, my friend Catherine, who does some body tapping. And this is something you can do. Have you tried this, Netty? So you get the top of your hand on the top of your head and your other hand on your tummy, and then you tap the heart, and
Yes.
this is tapping the three brains. This is activating the three brains, and it's going to tell your body to start working in harmony. So anyone watching this, you can do this right now. A
I love
really
tapping.
simple exercise to do, and you're awakening the senses to get your body up and going. Good gut health gives you good head health. If your gut's working really well, your mind is going to be clear. And if you've got your heart in sync, well, wow, what a powerful being we can become. Tapping is amazing. Absolutely.
Not a lot of people realise, but there's been a lot of research done on this. And when I was nursing, when I was doing psych nursing, we did a lot of research, because nurses do. That's part of our role. We always research. We're always following evidence-based practice, etc., etc. And something that I learnt, which has never been taught to any of us, and is still not taught, sadly, which is frustrating, but a lot of pretty well all mental health is connected to bad gut bacteria. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, are very surprised at that. What? It's got nothing to do with my gut. I've been diagnosed with, bipolar or schizophrenia or depression, and you know what? All of the trails lead back to gut health, all of them. And that is something that us nurses were getting furious about, because so many people were brought in and put on, very, very high dose medications that would usually turn people into zombies. And nothing was addressed on the gut health, the good foods, the healthy sunshine. It was just, oh, here's a pill, and that's something that I became very passionate about, was learning more about it, because I've seen people, yourself, if you've got somebody who's really, really down, you feed a good meal and you start getting the gut and you start getting things happening. Your serotonin and all that kicks in. You go out exercising, your serotonin kicks in. So it's really important to know that your gut health plays a major role in everything, whether that's asthma, depression, autoimmune diseases, and oils enhance that. That's what oils do, because oils are plant healing. Plant healing's been around since before we were even thought of. And that's why I always love coming on with Kay, because her stuff does work. And Kay's the guru, like she will say, yeah, we've got an oil for that. I know what goes with that. Oh, it's really good for that. But it's good that you're so knowledgeable, because people need knowledgeable people, not people that are just read one line and run with that, or hear one thing and, oh, I heard, that oils are dangerous. I heard oils kill all your animals. I heard,
people speak to that. Can I?
Yeah, and people need to research. Don't you agree?
Well, they do need to research, and that's what I discovered after I got involved with Young Living, because I used to just go and get oils from the shop. I didn't, the health food shop, the chemist, or the supermarket.
Yep.
When I started using Young Living oils, I discovered that those oils that I'd been buying were not actually pure oils. And
but they say they're safe. They say,
because they only need to put a couple of drops of pure oils in a bottle, and then the rest can be anything else. So when I talk about oils, I know Young Living, so I can talk about Young Living, and I know we're organic. We come from sustainable sources. We come from our own farms or from partner farms. And Gary made sure that our oils, even, they were organic, they were the way they were harvested, when they were harvested, all of that was important. But the distillation process had to be at a certain temperature. Each oil, I've actually got a book somewhere, and it talks about the flash point or the temperature that each oil is distilled under, so that all the notes in the oil or all the compounds in the oil come through the distillation process. So there was an oil farm we heard about that was boasting that, our oils are distilled in 15 minutes, our lavender. And the people from Young Living went, well, we can't support you in your oils because that means you won't have the therapeutic value of the oil. So it's very, very important to make sure there's no solvents put on your plants before they go in the stills, because the solvents that most companies would use is a chemical solvent. Now, Young Living doesn't do any of that. They would rather take their time, like the tortoise, and get there in the long run and make sure that everything is in that oil, because we use them for supporting the natural functions of our body. Now, I've seen posts on Facebook saying, oh, my dog died because I was diffusing oils, and people say, okay, can we diffuse these around our animals? Well, I've got resource books on animals and oils, and animals love oils, but you've got to make sure that they are a pure oil. How are we going for time? Oh, yeah, we've got another half hour. It's all right.
And it's also important.
Guru.
It's also important with any oils. If you're diffusing any oils, regardless of what, or even if you've got incense burning, a lot of people burn incense. If you've got candles burning, if you've got children and animals and for yourself, you should have a well-ventilated area anyway. I sometimes get frustrated that people seem to need instruction for everything these days. Like, common sense used to prevail years ago, but now everyone needs, A to Z instruction, and it's quite frustrating. But what I think I love the most is plants are living beings. And I'll never forget, I went to the Crystal Castle down in New South Wales. Beautiful place.
Beautiful place, yes.
And they actually put these special little clips on the plants, and the plants would sing to us like crystal bowls. They've all got their own vibration. They've all got their own tone. I had no idea. I knew plants were alive because they grow in soil, but I didn't realise, because I never stopped to think about it, that a plant is actually a living, growing being just like us. And, the school kids now you would know, Kay, I don't know if you do it where you are, but up here, a lot of the school kids have the experiment. They have two plants either side of their room, and they go over each day and they tell one plant how much the plant is loved and how wonderful it is. And the other plant gets told that it's disgusting and nobody likes it. And guess
really?
what? Yeah, and guess what happens to the plants? One thrives, the other dies. And the kids were genuinely shocked by this, and a lot of them got upset. And that's where the conversations then came in about mindset. How do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to others? Yes. And all of this coming from a conversation of oils. How good is that?
I've been to the Crystal Castle and played. What did I do? I think I had some chimes and played some chimes, and you could hear the plants responding to the chimes, the tunes of the chime. Absolutely beautiful. So
Tiffany did an experiment with rice.
Okay. Yes, a few years ago. Same with the rice, was near fine, and the other was very rotten and smelly.
Wow.
Well, there you go. Wow, that's great. Good stuff, and isn't it? Now we say, don't rot my rice. I love it. So when I use an oil, I use it with intention. And that is the beautiful thing, because, if I used the oil, we did an oil thing tonight, and the oil Awaken was what was in my beautiful farm collection. Now, if I wanted to use Awaken, and that was the oil that I was using or working with, I would be thinking about what would I like to awaken within me? So why don't you put in the comments, what would you like to awaken? Let me know. Is there something you might like to awaken? And maybe we could, what area of health or well-being, if you can set the tone and ask in the comments, I will pull some cards. Netty will tune in, and we will see what we can do to have a little bit of fun to awaken and inspire you. And while we're waiting for comments to come through, do reach out. Check out Netty on the Mystic Realm page. Come and join my Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom group. If you haven't yet, do come over and let's see if you can learn about oils, or if you are keen to have a conversation with me about oils, please reach out, send me a friend request, send me a message. In the header on this, I've put my link tree in yet. We haven't got Netty's link tree up and running yet, but I'm on holidays, so I'm going to sort that out when Netty knows what she wants on her link tree. I'm going to
Actually, my link tree was done today. That's part of my news, so that's coming.
Woohoo! So I'm going to need that link so I can post that for when we go live. And Jan Marie's first off the mark, so she's got some gut health issues. I would be recommending, from Young Living, I would be recommending Digest, and I know Jan Marie, you're using Digest. I would be recommending our probiotic, which is absolutely amazing. You just take one capsule in the evening. If you're wondering if your gut, this is just a general, if you're wondering if your body is out of whack, this might be getting a bit below the belt, and it is below the belt, your stools will give you an indication. So when I know when my gut is working really well, when my stools are a good shape, and they just drop in that ocean of the toilet bowl without any worries, and that's an indication of a really good gut. And if your stools are yellow, if they're runny, if they're dark brown, if they're hard to pass, that is an indication that you need to do some work on your gut. And I'm not saying that that's what's happening for you, Jan Marie, run out of Digest. Peppermint oil is another good one to soothe those feelings. So, and the oil, I got two cards for you, and one is Myrrh, Jan Marie, touchdown to a solid foundation, to a frequency which creates stability, to a place for you to expand your spiritual awareness, a tonic for your skin, your senses, your shell. Deep inhalation connects your inner knowing with your outer experiences, supporting your journey to your center. So it's about you coming into your center. And I just got this message of being home with yourself. And the other one that came out for you was Jasmine. Jasmine, this is an uplifting frequency that opens the door to your heart's intuitive wisdom. Let your knowing unfold with joy. So, and I don't know whether you've got any joy oil left. I know I sent you a little sampler one. So joy would be another really good one. And joy is in the land of color and chakras. That's the yellow chakra. It's the stomach. So it's about digesting. I'm getting the words digesting life and being at ease with that. And I'm getting a sense of needing to let go and roll with the punches that we're all experiencing at the moment. So that's for you, Jan Marie.
Jan Marie, you need inulin. That's what I'm being told to tell you. INULIN on top of your oils. Also, around the age of 9, there's something right now that needs to be healed there. I know that you've done an awful lot of work, but there's something there that needs to be clicked. It's to do with the heart space. It's about realigning your heart to heal. I'm being told the number 9 around that, so I feel as though around the age 9. Also, it's really important to let old patterns go. And again, I know that you do a lot of work, but I'm being told that there's still old patterns there. Again, that relates back to the 9, and it relates back to healing of the heart. So it's really important that you really sit with that, because it's almost like you were powering along, and then something didn't work out, and it sort of regressed you a little bit. Regressed is too strong a word, but it sort of like kicked you back for a moment, and it really impacted on your future outcomes, if that makes sense to you. It's sort of like it sort of shook the tree. You didn't fall or anything, but it really shook. And so please know that they are all experiences that you're here to have. And the experiences, there is no good and bad experiences. That's just the stuff we put on it. But yeah, I feel as though 9 around that age, something to do with link of healing the heart. I feel as though things may have happened earlier in life for that, but around the age of 9, it really started to impact. It sort of was like, okay, this has happened, it's big, but things are dying down now, but no one seems to hear me, that I'm hurting, that I'm feeling alone and frightened. And I don't want to go into this right now. No, I'm going to cut that, because the guardians are taking me where I don't want to go for you on live. So I'm just going to cut that. But you do have the happily ever after card, just to let you know. So, and that's not to cut off what I was saying, Jammarie, but they were going into like a full reading type message coming through, and I don't want to do that to you on a live. So I hope that resonates with you, but you've definitely got the happily ever after card. You can see there, you've got it. It's just, I feel as though your ground has shook, and it's sort of, you've stumbled for a minute, but you don't ever go down. You might stumble, but you keep moving forward. So you've got your happily ever after, my darling. I hope that resonates with you, Jammarie.
Fantastic. Vicky, and so some people are asking for cards. We're not going to do readings on people who say, I want a card. I want you tonight to state, like Vicky has, what you want to bring into your life in the way of health and well-being, because you've got to bring that intention, not just I want a card. Give us more juice. So Vicky, awaken to self-confidence and playing to your own tune. I love it.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you've got orange in your collection. That's what comes to mind. So actually, I've got my collection packed up, but some of the beautiful people here tonight have met me online somewhere, and either on spiritual events or in my oil group or on one of my pages. And you have taken a step towards young living. You've bought yourself a premium starter kit with a diffuser, and you're on the road to your health and well-being on all levels. So sometimes I will speak to that. And if some of you are thinking, yes, I really do need to do something, well, send me a message. Let's have a conversation. I'm around tomorrow, and or throughout the week. I'm actually fairly available at the moment because I've just stepped into holidays. Yoo-hoo! And what I love to do is to share the beautiful Young Living oils. I love to help you get yourself on the road. There's no point getting on to Spiritual Events Directory, having a 2-minute conversation and think all your world's going to fall into place. It's an ongoing journey for all of us. So, Vicky, I think you might have, I can't remember now whether you joined with the Premium Starter Kit or what you did. Sorry, darling, I can't quite remember. And I'm in my right brain, so I'd have to go back to my left brain to answer that. Orange oil is a great one for confidence. And what I've pulled out for you is geranium. And geranium's a really good one for that emotional up and down. So playing to your own tune. So are your emotions pulling you away from yourself? This could indicate that, you're going on this hormonal roller coaster, and what is happening with your feelings. So I love reading these cards. A breath, a sigh, a cough, the release through this system works on multiple levels through your physical and emotional bodies. Welcome the calming assurance of knowing. Oh, beautiful card. You're interesting. What's going on? are you able to freely speak? Because all of a sudden, when I got to the words, knowing your essential truth, that block came through. So, Vicky, if you'd like to work on that, let me know. I'd love to give you a little session and help you out with that. But geranium is a great oil for clearing that, to help you with that emotional roller coaster. What have we got, Nettie?
Well, I just want to say I've just seen that my beautiful eldest daughter, Sarah Jane's, just popped on. So I want to acknowledge Sarah Jane. So I want to do this bit of reading for Vicky, and then I would like to share my news now that my daughter's on, if that's all right.
Okay, yes, excellent. And then
Okay,
just so you know, stay on. Sorry to cut you off there. Who was I going to go to? Somebody was wonderful and put her intention. Donna Horgan, if you are still on, we will go to you next.
Perfect. Okay, so Vicky, straight away, as Kay was talking around you, I got that you are feeling invisible. That's the with Kay, with the coughing. It's like you have no authenticity. It's I still get around you that often you will be going along and you're going along great guns, and then something will happen and it will trigger the feeling of, does anyone even give a shit about me? Does anybody care? I feel like I don't matter. I feel as though I'm invisible here, because I feel as though you lack your own authenticity sometimes, and that's a little bit about giving power over to other people, not kind of, what's the best way to explain it? It's kind of not tuning in and authenticating yourself. You don't need to be authenticated by other people. You really don't. Other people don't matter. And they really don't. So it's time to bring laughter back into your life. I don't feel as though you've had a lot of that lately. And I mean real gut laughter, not just real deep laughter where to the point where you nearly pee yourself or you have asthma because you've laughed so deep. It's time to get back in there. It's time to authenticate yourself, to value yourself, to know that you are enough. Right now, you don't need permission of anyone to be enough. Even Mrs. Judgy, tell her to take a hike. But you're enough. Be enough for yourself. Give yourself permission to be enough right now. And a real time of healing is upon you. And a time of healing is actually upon our world at the moment. So this card will resonate with everybody on tonight. A time of healing is upon you. So look forward to that. Now, I hope that helps. Now, I want to share.
Look at those lovely red lips on that gorgeous Sarah Jane. Woo!
Oh, she's my beautiful eldest daughter. Now, as you guys know, my career ended. My daughter's career ended because we wanted to do something that is ethical, of value, and we want to make real change in the world. So we have been working. We have had a dream since Sarah was probably 2 years old to go into business together. We've just achieved that. So exciting. We have been working in the background. I'm not going to tell you any more other than our business will be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Blooming.
Yeah, no, there's a word like released. On the 1st of January, 2022. I can't put the link up because I can't make any comments on here, but if you come over to Mystic Realm, and you'll notice that I changed the word from Angelic Mystic Realm to Mystic Realm, then you will see our new page, and I would love you to come and like it. It's just basically a blank page at the moment because we got launched. Thank you, Jan Marie. We're going to be launching on the 1st of January 2022. Now, I cannot contain my excitement. First, I'm working with my beautiful daughter. My youngest daughter has been helping us. She's been setting up the website. It's been a real group effort. My grandchildren have been helping us with names of things we're doing, and it's been a whole family business, and I'm beside myself. And I'm just, I just have no words because this is a dream come true for me, for my beautiful daughter, Sarah Jane, and for my family. And we are not a family that we've taken a lot of hard knocks. My son-in-law passed away suddenly. The dog died. We've had an absolute crap year. We lost our careers. And you know what? We could have sat down. We could have felt sorry for ourselves, and we could have gone into a hole. We didn't. We come together and said, okay, what now? What can we create? And we've created, and you guys are going to love what we've created. I'm so excited, but I can't share any of it with you because it will spoil it. But the 1st of January 2022, we will be launching. So I will give you the page. Maybe Sarah, Jane, you can write in the page or cut and paste the link from the page and put on here. I can't comment. And come over to Mystic Realm. Sorry?
You've been gagged without a mask.
Oh, and yes. And I will put it up on Mystic Realm as well. And I know you guys are going to love what's coming. So I'm so excited. I've not been this excited since I was told I was pregnant with my girls.
Oh, how beautiful.
This is just...
That's so good.
So thank you for listening. I'm now ready for the next one. And Sarah Jane's going to
that's wonderful, isn't it? So that is the thing. When you make those breakthroughs, after you've gone through the mucky bits in life, and you dig down those roots into that, I always think about it like a compost heap, and then you're planting those seeds of that sunflower, which is the lotus in you, and out you come, and you can beam and you can shine your light. So if
Sarah Jane's just put the link up for anyone who wants to see, and I pulled 2 cards for us, and I felt this was very the reason I left it till now is because it's also very pertinent to me and my girls. My first card was our inspiration, and it's our time to shine. So, I felt that was, and that is with all of us, with everything going on in our universe right now, we've got 2 choices: lay down and just give up, or step up, get creative, get the juices going. And, we have done this with nothing. Literally, Kay will vouch for that. We have done this with nothing. We have just taken it a day at a time. We've sat, we've put ideas out of our head. We've planned what we want to do, and we've just taken it little bit by little bit. And the second card was prosperity lies ahead. Yay. So what 2 great cards for us all.
Netty, I've added up the numbers of the date that you're going to launch your program on, and it adds to an 8.
And my year is an 8 in my birth.
No. Yeah, wonderful. So 8 is to do with the flow and its abundance. So perfect. And a dash of inspiration would go a long way for anyone. And sprinkle it on Netty and lovely Sarah. So if you are thinking, you want to start something, you can grab an oil, and that will help to step you into your process. All right, lovely Netty. So go and find Netty on her page. And Donna, to shake my healthy fatigue and go forth in my direction to success, definitely going to start with multiple gut. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some of the oils in the Premium Starter Kit, which if you were considering investing in yourself, which is a worthwhile investment, in the Premium Starter Kit, you've got 12 oils. You've got orange oil, which is the gut loves orange oil. You've got Digees, which is a great oil. Actually, the happy biome in your gut likes orange oil. Digees is a great one. Frankincense is a great one for your mind, your mindset, to tune you into the positive frame of who your potential, and to get those messages from source. Stress away, takes all your stress away. And when you've got stress, well, stress makes you tight, makes you agitated. When you just let go of the stress, you can then move into a place of peace and freedom. What else is in the Premium? Valor, and that helps you to feel calm and strong. What else have we got in that one? We have lemon, which is a great one to keep the liver flowing. It's got D-limonene in it, and a healthy body absolutely loves D-limonene. What else? There's lots of things about these oils that I can't talk about here tonight. But if you are interested in learning about them, come and join my Oil Wisdom group, and it's a good place for learning. What else is in there? Thieves. It's a great one for helping you feel strong and protected. It's got clove oil, cinnamon, beautiful, rich oil, great to put on your feet, great in the diffuser, especially we tend to use that one if there's lurgies around. Great oils in the premium starter kit. Anyway, I better pull a card for you as well. So anyone who wants change, my question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you prepared to do about it? Or do you want to just sit here and ask Nettie and I to pull a card? Are you actually going to take some action? And it's the action part that actually really supports you. Juniper. And I love juniper because it blows through your cells, clearing out the old patterns and opens the door for new inspiration. So, and talking about inspiration oil, juniper, it's a great oil to help you feel grounded and devoted to who you really are and your potential. And something else came to me in that premium starter kit is peppermint, which is a great one because I remembered you talked about your fatigue. So peppermint oil is the wake up oil and the oil that help you step into your action.
Perfect. And action activates the universe, Donna. So when you take action, the universe is activated, so the universe can help you. It's when people don't take action, not saying you're not taking action, that's when the real magic happens. But I'm being told to tell you, you need to start looking past the illusion. It's almost like your body has brought into being unwell. You've given it permission. So it's time to look past that illusion. Louise L. Hay is really, really, really good information on flipping that and really getting yourself in the mindset to heal yourself, because we can heal ourselves. We absolutely can. So it's time to start looking past your illusion and see your underlying greatness, your underlying good, all the things that are right, rather than focusing on the things that are not. You're being told by the universe that you're safe. You're safe to start healing. You don't have to be afraid to heal. And I really feel as though you will sit with that for a moment and probably get annoyed with me saying that, but then I think the aha moment will come. And it's a time, there's a real opportunity for cleansing and rebirth for you within the next 3 weeks to 9 weeks. Changing that mindset, really working on, go and look up Louise Hay and look up what she did for you. She cured her own cancer from the work that she did with alternative therapies like oils and things, but she didn't go down the medical path. And a lot of people don't. Some do, some don't. Certainly a choice that people make. No right, no wrong. But look past the illusion. Stop giving your body permission to stay stuck in the dank dark. Start changing that. Flip that switch. I hope that helps.
I like that. And flip the switch. I want to end on this because we've got 3 minutes left. So if you have enjoyed us tonight, come and find us on our different pages. Get excited about being connected and coming to our community, because we are creating a vibrant community of people who want to move forward with their gifts, their skills, their talents, and their pure potential. What I want you to do, to those who know what you want to do, let's frame it into something positive. So Donna, here's an example. I am healthy, vibrant, and on track in the direction for my success. So flip what you're wanting into something positive and proactive, and that is the very first step. And there's going to be that little Mrs. Judgy, Mrs. J that Nettie talks about. There's going to be that doubt that comes in. So what can you do about that? You can use meditation. You can write down your affirmations. You can put some essential oils on, use them with intention. And Gary Young always talked about the intelligence of essential oils. So that means when you work with them and you speak into them what you want, they know what you want. And Gary always talked about, if you haven't got the oil you want, use what you've got with intention.
And if you're a person like myself, when I first started doing I am affirmations, Mrs. Judgy came in because I would say things like, I am powerful, I am strong, I am beautiful. And Mrs. Judgy come in and went, are you kidding, honey? You are not beautiful. You're not strong. Look at you. You're weak as piss. So I thought, okay, I'm going to make friends with you, Mrs. Judgy, because I'm tired of arguing, but I'm going to change it up a bit. So I struggled with saying I am because my brain would automatically counteract that. So I changed mine to, what if I was so powerful I could heal myself? What if? So I put what if in instead of I am. Find what works for you, because what works for one doesn't always work for another. But still, you can just take that and adjust it to suit your life.
Yeah.
So I ams don't work for me because Mrs. Judgy will step straight in.
Jeanette, I would wonder if once you've done the inner work, the I am cards, I believe, I'm just going to pull an I am card. The I ams would work for you once you have done that inner work.
I've done work my whole life, and I ams just never have resonated with me because even though I do the work, I find for me, what if? Because then I'm asking myself a question and then my brain will go and investigate that.
Yes, and it gives you more options. Okay, I love it.
That's just me though. But I know other people that the I ams are the most powerful, wonderful.
Yep. Hey, there's more than one road that leads to Rome. Jean-Marie said, I am in the process of, and that's fine. I've just been shuffling to pull an I am card. Oh, I love it. I love it. I am beautiful, healthy, and desirable. So there you go. Just imagine the juice of beauty, the juice of health, and the juice of desire. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you, Netty. Hey, thanks for a great night tonight. We've had fun. I hope each and every one of you have a beautiful, blissful night's sleep. Please reach out and hello, darling Redmond. Darling Redmond. Affirmations are so good because, as you said, our brain needs a puzzle. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you to each and every one of you. Take care. Tomorrow night, I will be in my Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. Jeanette will be in her group page when it happens. She might even go on now. I don't know what she's doing, but anyway, your friend has set a published. Well, your friend might be Jan Marie Brooke, maybe. I'm not sure.
Don't forget to come over to Mystic Realm and have a look at my new business venture. Come like the page, come support. I love you guys. Thanks for having me on, Kay. And
no worries. From our hearts to your hearts. Everyone. So, okay, somebody else that Darlene's mentioned. So if you like what happened here tonight, come and connect with us more often. And thanks for my beautiful, beautiful tribe of lovely oilers who are here, always supporting your own journey of stepping into your full power and purpose. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
On the button. Bye.